What's up, guys? We are going live. This is actually the first time going live while I'm driving. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I actually just got booted off TikTok, so we're gonna try YouTube. Hopefully YouTube don't let me down, guys. It's my first time doing this while driving. I mean, I see BitBoy Crypto do it all the time, so we should be all right. What is going on, guys? Just now getting started on the live stream. This isn't a planned stream. I kind of just went on a whim here. I was streaming on TikTok for the first time, but obviously didn't go well. But yeah, guys, I am actually on my way to Akron, Ohio. And yes, Akron, Ohio, that is actually where I was born. Believe it or not, I was born and raised in Akron, Ohio, the same city that LeBron James is from, which if you don't know who LeBron James is, he's a famous NBA basketball player. And one of the greatest players of all time. Yeah, actually, I think I was in 8th grade when he was a senior. When he was in high school, everyone was talking about him going to the NBA. But long story short, I am on my way back to Akron, Ohio. I'm going back to see some friends and family. I'm in Missouri right now, in Booneville, in the Boons. I'm in the middle of Boons in Missouri, which I've actually heard Missouri I've heard it said 3 different ways. You know, you got most people call it Missouri, and then you got a few people that call it Missouri, and then you got a few that call it Missouri. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Actually, I'm crossing a bridge right now. I didn't see the sign. Is this the Missouri River? Can't tell. What's up, guys? I've seen you guys here in the chat. Thank you guys all for joining in. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, guys. Thumb it, like it, help that YouTube algorithm, and share it. Share this video, guys. Let's start talking some crypto. We're going to talk about crypto, NFTs, metaverse, talking about the markets. Where's Bitcoin at right now, guys? I don't have the, usually I got a chart in front of me. I'm not able to do that right now. I'm driving. Man, I shouldn't say that. But, I am driving safe, yes. Driving safe. Both hands are on the wheel. Got my camera mounted. Guy just pulled out in front of me. But we should be alright. So, what has happened with the markets, guys? I mean, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And, I'm kind of going back to where I was talking, where I left off on TikTok. Is we actually got, believe it or not, they're the 3 largest holders of Bitcoin. You got Grayscale, which is a trust company for investors. It's for venture capitalists and institutional investors to be invested. They have over $26 billion right now in Bitcoin. They're the largest Bitcoin holder, active holder, we'll just say that, because there's plenty of wallets out there, Satoshi Nakamoto's wallets, that are dormant, inactive. Nobody has access to them. So those Bitcoins are pretty much lost forever until somebody could crack into them, which I'm pretty sure Google is trying to do that. I'm pretty sure Google has an artificial intelligence, or they're working on that quantum computing. The fastest, it's supposed to be 1 million times faster than the fastest computer today, and could potentially crack Bitcoin's code, which, yeah, it's a little worrisome, but what's great about Bitcoin, Bitcoin's able to be forked. It's able to be built on different platforms. So I think we'll just have to convert Bitcoin, the blockchain platform, into the quantum computing network, and do some sort of snapshot or transfer or something. I don't know how. That's in the future, guys. That's a long ways away. Dapp, don't look at your phone. Safety first. Yeah, you're right, guys. I know you guys are commenting. I'm already not gonna be able to read the comments much because I'm driving. But feel free to let me know what you guys think. What's the current price of Bitcoin right now? Do I have any new ABT crypto? What's that? Yeah, let's talk about Bitcoin. We're kind of talking about You know, I named off the number one company, biggest holder of Bitcoin, Grayscale. Number two, guys, the number two holder is MicroStrategies, which is Michael Saylor's company, which is very funny because his company is also traded on the stock market. And since his whole company is in Bitcoin, the stock is correlated to Bitcoin's price. So when the Bitcoin price goes up, his value, since it's all in Bitcoin, his value of his company goes up. So be sure, guys, look up Michael Saylor, big Bitcoin maximalist. He doesn't think Bitcoin's going in the bear market. He's very bullish on Bitcoin. He bought Bitcoin at 15,000. I think he was buying even in the 20,000 range. He was single-handedly is the reason why Bitcoin went from like 15 to 25K. And then Elon jumped in, Tesla jumped in at 30K and just mooned it to 60K. Got all a bunch of retail and, you know, behind him, because of course Elon's very influential. He just, oh yeah, Tesla's gonna start accepting Bitcoin. Moon, Bitcoin goes up to the moon. Then it crashes after China bans. Then it goes back up. Then Russia bans it. Now, we're waiting to see what the U.S. is going to say. Apparently, Biden administration is calling for executive order next week for crypto, how they're going to regulate cryptocurrency, which I think regulation is good for long term. I definitely think Bitcoin is definitely going to go 100, 200, 300,000 within the next few years. And there's still a scenario that it could happen in 2022 because of all the fear in the current stock market with interest rates going up, inflation going up. A lot of these, it's not going to be worth, these investors it's not going to be worth holding USD, or because you're losing 15% value of your dollar every year. 7 to 15%. I think 7.5 was the inflation rate, but it could go up as high as 15. Inflation is also the highest it's ever been in 40 years, which it's not going to stop, guys. They're going to have to burn money to make that inflation stop. Just like tokenomics and crypto, you shorten the supply of money, you increase its value, supply and demand. But believe it or not, guys, the third largest crypto holder is actually not a company, it's a government. Would you believe which government is holding $3 billion worth of Bitcoin right now? And it's not El Salvador. It's not El Salvador, believe it or not. Believe it or not, is the U.S. government. Yeah. Let that sink in. USA government is the third largest holder of Bitcoin, $3 billion worth of Bitcoin. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start buying more. In fact, that would probably be a very good strategy for, the company. I mean, you saw El Salvador, they've already done it. Of course, the IMF was telling El Salvador that Bitcoin is still too risky. I mean, look, it is. It is still a risky play. I feel like we've hit the catalyst though. There is a catalyst on Bitcoin. I think the catalyst would probably be in the 15 to 25,000 range. If Bitcoin drops in that range, I'm going to be buying so much Bitcoin. And it's the ultimate strategy. Use all kinds of strategies. Timing the market. Believe it or not, there's people that try to time a market, and you take luck out of it, it's almost impossible. So your best bet, the best strategy is just average cost. Buy the dips every time, buy some, leave some money on the side for the next dip, and then buy more. And just keep buying on the way down. Get your average cost down. So that way, when the bull run starts again, you're gonna increase your profitability and minimizing your risk, because you don't want to miss out either, guys. You could try, you may I'm just gonna wait till Bitcoin goes to 15K to buy. Well, it may never go there, guys. It may never go there. It may never go to 20K again. It's almost, Bitcoin itself almost is $1 trillion market cap, and just seeing what's happening right now, currently, with the markets, the world markets. You know, I'm not even going to go into the Russia-Ukraine situation, because that's going to be throwing fuel on the fire for sure. COVID-19 obviously has been a disaster for the world economy, especially in the United States, especially in many other countries. Maybe not China. China seems to be flourishing from catastrophic event, but we won't go into details about that. But yeah, I think there is a small play that Bitcoin could go up really high this year. We could see a bullish scenario. It's small. I mean, it's kind of like if we could get the correlation where Bitcoin is more correlated to gold, which Michael Saylor believes, by the way. It's always talked about. He's like, I'm putting everything in Bitcoin. He said, what if your US dollar goes to zero? And it could, guys. If you look at the charts of the US dollar buying power in the last 100 years, it has gone down 96%. Yes, the US dollar has lost 96% of its value. It's a terrible investment. So why are you saving money? You're losing money by saving. So you guys should actually stop saving money. You guys should actually be looking on, especially now, because there's going to be, or you're already seeing it in gold. We are seeing a spike in gold. You're going to see a spike in scarce assets. You may see a spike in real estate, just because, you know, inflation. When inflation goes up, that tends to inflate the real estate too. So your house, depending on where you live, of course, your house may actually go up in value from inflation. But of course, your buying power goes down. So if inflation, you know, is 15%, but your housing market's only going up 3%, you're actually losing money. That's the moral, guys. We got to get the inflation under control, because eventually inflation is too high right now, where it's not worth saving dollars, and it's more worth finding scarce assets, putting it into real estate, putting it into gold, and I think you should be putting it into Bitcoin. And I think Michael Saylor thinks you should be putting Bitcoin. Many other people, millions of people, think you should be putting it in Bitcoin, and that is growing, guys. You saw the Super Bowl, all those commercials, crypto.com, which that LeBron James commercial on crypto.com, that was pretty sweet. You got Coinbase, which Coinbase, their platform crashed after that commercial. They had the QR code just floating on the screen for 1 minute. They paid $12 million for that commercial. Nothing but a QR code just floating around. And people were curious, so they scanned the QR code and they went to Coinbase.com, crashed the site. Yeah, overwhelming. You know, just advertising the Super Bowl. You got, you know, millions, or 100 million people watching probably. I don't know the exact numbers. If you guys know, please let me know. If you guys know what the exact numbers are. A lot of crypto though. A lot of crypto promotions. And it's gonna, you know, I'm kind of waiting to see what the Biden administration and what the U.S. government stance is. You know, they've already made a stance that they're not going to ban crypto. That could change though. I mean, they can make that that announcement next week. Biden could say, you know what, no more crypto, guys. We are banning it, completely ban it. That would dump. That's when Bitcoin goes to 15K. I would still be buying. I probably won't buy as much, but I'll still buy. Because at the end of the day, no government's going to be able to shut Bitcoin down. They can make it very hard for you to use it, though, and they're going to tax it. Hands down, they're going to tax it. They're going to KYC it, especially if you're sending large money. If you're a business transacting in crypto, you're going to have to fill out paperwork. You have to report your transactions. There's no anonymity in crypto anymore, guys. Even now, they know. Yeah, your government knows if you're transacting crypto. All they have to do, get a subpoena on your mobile device, or even just your carrier, because believe it or not, if you don't realize that everything you do on your mobile phone is reported. It is recorded. It's data that is collected. So they know every keystroke that you make on your phone is recorded, guys. So they know what you're doing. They already know. So all the bad characters out there, and you're hearing a bunch of those scammers, those hackers, the one couple in New York City that hacked like $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, and they had it sitting in the wallet, which they were trying to launder money out of, because if they tried to transact all of it, they would have been caught, because there was no way they could transfer that into fiat without getting caught. So they were buying gift cards. They're laundering the Bitcoin into gift cards that they were purchasing online. So there's online places where you could probably buy them off the dark web too. Buy gift cards, buy it with Bitcoin, voila, go to the store, buy what you need. So that was the only way. They weren't able to get actual cash. They were only get gift cards. That's because they knew that everything's open source on the blockchain, so anybody could track it. So all they have to do is just pin your address to your identity, and they know exactly who you're sending money to, where you're sending money, when you're sending it, how much, everything. And that we're going to be seeing that come into play. I mean, especially with the big brother governments. You always saw China. They're like, we don't need crypto because we already got our own, we already got our own blockchain. They got the digital yuan, which everything, their currency's digital already. So everything that their citizens, all their citizens, everything they do, everything they spend is tracked. It's impossible to commit a crime in China. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible. I mean, anything's possible, but it's a lot harder now that's digital. So, how is a drug dealer going to transact drugs for money if you can only do it on a open ledger that anybody could look at, or at least the government has access to, the IRS has access to? And of course, they're going to be wanting to see, if there's a transaction over $600 or more, what was that for? Was that for services, or no? Are you paying what's it for? So you're going to be seeing some changes, guys. I personally think we're in for a 1-year bear market, just because the stock markets, Bitcoin still being considered a high-risk asset. I think we could see Bitcoin going down to 20K. I'm about 80 to 90% sure it's going lower, but there's that 10% that Bitcoin could go to 100 to 300,000 this year. If there's that Bitcoin rush that could possibly happen, especially after the Biden administration decides they're going to mass adopt cryptocurrency, which could possibly happen. I think it's going to be a mix. I think it's overall the news sentiment is going to be bullish, but regulations is going to scare people off when they're like, oh yeah, you guys are absolutely free to send Bitcoin, do this and that, but you got to do KYC, your metamask, KYC, all the exchanges have to do KYC. Decentralized exchanges are going to be banned because it's impossible for a company that owns a decentralized exchange, which kind of doesn't make sense, but somebody has to own it, right? Somebody's making money off of it. That's what incentivizes them to make them, because they charge fees for transactions. So they're making income from that, even though it's considered decentralized. It's just what makes it decentralized is they write the code, they release the code, and then they can't change it. So once it's up, the code is forever, the code becomes the law, and no centralized authority could change it or make changes or stop anybody doing anything. Which there's a whole moral dilemma with that right now versus centralization and decentralization, because they both have pros and cons. With centralization, I know, sorry guys, I'm not able to read all your comments. I will read them later though, trust me. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and I'll try to respond to them later, or leave a comment. Also share and like if you haven't done so already. But going back to what I was saying, there is possibility of bull run in play. Small chance. Small chance. It's very exciting to see. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of watching the comments here. Dapp, are you driving an expressway? I am. I'm on a highway. I'm going 70 miles per hour right now, so I'm not going to be able to pay attention too much to the stream. I am driving fast on a freeway. I'm in the middle of Missouri right now, guys. I'm in the middle of Missouri. I'm on my way to my hometown in Akron, Ohio. Born and raised. Going there to see some friends and family. Gonna be there for a few days. So, pretty much doxing myself, guys. I just told you guys where I'm from. I'm gonna be sharing all weekend, doing some streams, taking videos, pictures, uploads. You guys will be seeing it. So, what else is happening? What is going on? Give me some updates. What's the current price of Bitcoin? I don't know. I can't see them. I don't have a chart in front of me. So if anybody in the chat, if you guys could give me a quick update on the Bitcoin price, and also if anybody can give me an update on the Russia and Ukraine situation, I'd really appreciate it. The last I heard about the Russia and Ukraine situation is, well, it's tense, guys. There's actually I wouldn't say a really good chance, but there is a good chance, probable chance, that a world war could break out here in the near future. Putin thinks NATO and the USA are not keeping their promises. They told Russia that they weren't going to be expanding to the west or to the east, and they are. USA's been palling with Poland. They've been palling with all the other countries that were part of the Soviet Union. And guys, Putin, he wants the Soviet Union back. That is his glory. That is his goal. That is his purpose in life. He was in the KGB for the Soviet Union. He has been brainwashed and just a patriot, a true loyal patriot to his country. And he's going to do what's best for his country, and he needs Ukraine. Russia needs Ukraine for their economy. He needs access to the seas. That's going to really boost his Navy. Their Navy sucks compared to the United States. So if he gets access to the Black Sea, he's going to be able to boost his Navy. Now, of course, there is some back-end deals also happening between China and Russia. I know this is kind of off topic. We're talking about crypto, but guys, these real life events that are happening right now is affecting the crypto markets. It's affecting the world markets. It's affecting the economy. And all of these situations opens you up to an opportunity to where you can make a lot of money. Guys, while everybody's fear, when there's blood in the streets, the richest, most wealthiest people in the world, they quote this, they swear to this, when everybody's fearful, that is when you get greedy, that's when you invest. That's when you start buying. So my strategy right now is I bought the dip, and I got more money on the sidelines for the next dump. When everybody thinks the world's ending, when everything's crashing to zero, I'm gonna be buying it all up. Because it's gonna blow over, guys. I'm optimistic. Even if a World War III starts, worst case scenario, it could end the world. If one country decides to start using nukes, it's over. So as long as they make a deal, hey, we'll fight a war, which I think this is what they'll do. They'll fight a war. There's gonna be a lot of proxy wars. It's not gonna be like World War II, guys. I don't think we're gonna be fighting in trenches. No, it's gonna be cyber war, which is a concern. That's another risk factor of holding crypto. You do have ways to keep your crypto offline, because there is a possibility, a true possibility, that Russia or China or any of these countries, even the United States, if you're not, I'm sure USA definitely has capabilities to commit a cyber attack and shut down your whole cyber infrastructure in your country, where you won't have access to the internet. Imagine that. No access to the internet, no access to your phone. Yeah, that's a real threat. And how do you access your crypto if you don't have access to your phone or your internet? Well, there is offline exchange. There's offline exchanges. There's offline wallets. You actually hold your crypto offline. They say that's probably the most secure way. Hold your crypto in a Ledger wallet, Ledger Nano, and keep it offline so that it's not connected to the internet. I think it's still pretty secure, regardless, as long as you keep your private key safe. I should probably make a video, give tips on how to keep your crypto safe and secure. Because I've been hacked before, I've been scammed before, but I've also been pretty safe too. So I know the do's and don'ts for the most part. I still can make mistakes, but bottom line is I think the best way to keep your crypto secure is keep them offline, keep your private keys secure. And when I mean secure, do not keep them saved in a file somewhere on your laptop computer. That's a horrible idea. Because once, just making the wrong download, making the wrong click, and somebody's going to have access to your computer and they will find it. In fact, there's already algorithms and artificial intelligence that can sit there and try to hack into your private keys. They're just going to constantly sit there and keep guessing different passwords very fastly, and that's why quantum computing could crack Bitcoin's code, is because it's going to keep guessing multiple passwords, doing multiple variations over and over until they're right. Which right now, the fastest computer in the world will take 1 million years to crack the Bitcoin's code because there's so many characters and so many variables in the private key. So it will take a very long time for a computer to be able to crack it. Millions of years is what they're saying. But with quantum computing, that could be changed in maybe a matter of minutes. Who knows? That's a whole nother topic. But keeping them offline, keep them in your Ledger wallet, keep your private keys secure. I would say write your private keys down on a piece of paper and keep them locked up in a very secure, like in a vault, where you only have access to it. And do not keep your private keys stored anywhere else. Do not keep them in your emails. Do not keep them saved in a file anywhere on your computers. Keep them on paper, hard copy, write them down. Okay? Battery might be running low, so I don't know how long I will be streaming. I'm gonna try to stream as long as I can. I've got a 10-hour drive. 10-hour drive here. I'm still in Missouri. Those gas prices, I just got gas, $3.19. Woo! Those gas fees are almost as much as Ethereum, right? Got these crazy drivers trying to cut me off. Yeah, those gas fees are going down though. So you guys will see Ethereum as price goes down. There is possibilities of Ethereum. If we see Bitcoin drop to 15K, 20K, we could see Ethereum definitely drop even lower. Guys, I don't see Ethereum. I mean, there could be a small case where Ethereum might pump and Bitcoin doesn't, but I don't see it really. It's really strongly correlated to Bitcoin. Most of crypto's correlated to Bitcoin, almost all. So if Bitcoin goes up, everything else goes up. But what else do you guys want to discuss here? How many viewers we got? We got 300. Awesome. Thanks for the update, guys. Give me an update on Bitcoin price. Anybody give me an update? What is the current price on Bitcoin? Can anybody tell me? How did you discover crypto? So, I first discovered crypto back in 2013. Funny story. Because I'd be rich if I woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I tried to buy Bitcoin for the first time in 2013. And I was actually still living in Ohio during that time. I tried to buy Bitcoin. It was on Gemini. Gemini was one of the only places in the United States that you were able to buy Bitcoin, but they had a 30-day wait list, guys. 30-day wait list. They had to do a KYC. It's very time-consuming, high transaction fees, very costly to get into Bitcoin. But at that time, Bitcoin was at anywhere from $300 to $1,000. I think it was at 300 at the time when I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to try to buy some Bitcoin. This might be the future." That's when Bitcoin, 2012, 2013 is when Bitcoin started getting a little popular, started hitting the mainstream a little bit. But I couldn't. I waited for the KYC. 30 days. I think eventually Gemini did accept my KYC, but at that time I forgot. That time I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was, 12 years younger. I was still, I was like 19 or 20 at the time. Well, young and dumb and stupid, right? Well, 4 years go by, and 2017 comes in, and that's when people really start talking about crypto. I started buying Bitcoin when it was at 5,000. It was like 4,500 was when I first bought Bitcoin. I made a $100 investment, and it went up to 20,000 that year, all-time high in December. So I almost 4x, which I ended up buying more on the way up. The more it went up, the more bullish I was getting. I actually bought some Bitcoin at 15K in 2017, which I ended up not selling. So I made a lot of mistakes there in 2018. Sorry, I was talking. I didn't get to see that Bitcoin price, guys. So if you guys could share that Bitcoin price, I'd really appreciate it. Give me an update on that. You guys might update me already, but I didn't see it. Did I regret it? No, I learned from it. I regret it a little bit. You could, if you could go back in time, but you can't. But I learned my lesson. I bought in 2017. I've been holding it. Sold the top. Sold it in 2020. When it went back up to like 15, 20K, I went ahead and sold it. I needed some money at the time. This is when COVID-19 was coming out. A lot of fear and uncertainty, and needed some money, so I needed some cash. So I sold some of my Bitcoin. Then it started moving again. I sold at the wrong time. Lesson learned. Sold at the wrong time. Should have held it. If I would have held it for one more year, I would have 4x, 5x again, and would have been a lot richer. Instead of buying furniture for my house and buying my kid a new bed and all this stuff, I probably would have been able to buy a new car or a new house even. But that's what I'm getting prepared for, guys. I am getting prepared for this opportunity, because that opportunity is coming again. When you're seeing the markets are down, I've been saving up, got money sitting on the side just waiting to buy stocks, be buying some stocks, investing heavily in artificial intelligence, investing in the metaverse, and Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and maybe a few shit coins. Yeah, shit coins. They're all shit. They're all shit. Sorry to say it. They're poo coins. But gotta love crypto. Gotta love the communities. But guys, always do your own research. Be safe out there. It's still heavily unregulated. It's still easy for bad characters to do bad things in crypto. So it's not all goose and gory. You can still lose a lot of money in crypto if you make the wrong decision. And that's why it's very important. The reason why people lose money is because of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because of FUD, and because of emotion. They trade with emotion. The best advice is, instead of timing the market, spend time in the markets. The more time you spend in the market, the more money you make. Hodl, hold, whatever you want to call it. Can't see now, I'm getting a bad glare. Yeah, I did the same mistake recently, but I learned, though, especially watching your videos. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Like the video, help the YouTube algorithm. How many likes do we have? We have 27 likes. That's what's up. Heck, that's doing better than most of our streams lately. I've been streaming our scheduled streams. So maybe I need to be doing these more often. Changing the scenery a little bit may help. Not everybody wants to sit there and look at charts. They want to see a guy risking his life talking to you guys while driving. Knock on wood, right? Believe it or not, this is actually a very good thing to talk about, and that's why I'm investing heavily in artificial intelligence. And I think the reason why Elon Musk is worth billions of dollars now is because he wanted to make the safest car in the world. Tesla became provenly, statistically, the safest car in the world using assistant artificial intelligence driving. It's not fully automated yet. It could be fully automated, but Tesla, to keep them out of lawsuits, because their artificial intelligence isn't perfect, but it can become perfect, because the more data, the longer that artificial intelligence is collecting data and collecting experience, it gets smarter, guys. It gets smarter by the minute. It learns from its mistakes. And it uses mathematical analytics, no emotion. Humans make emotion. Humans make bad decisions from emotion. Artificial intelligence may not be perfect, may not make always the right decision, but in a long trial period, long course of history, statistically will always outprove a human, because humans make more mistakes than bots do. Because humans only, artificial intelligence only looks at the facts. They only look at numbers and math and base decisions off of those numbers and facts. Let's see what. Sorry, it's hard for me to see some of you guys' messages here. I still didn't see a price update for Bitcoin. If you guys shared it, great. I appreciate you. And like I said, I will be looking through all these. I didn't mean to spit on the camera there. I will be looking through these live chats later on. I'm like streaming for a while, guys. Maybe a long drive. I'll probably take a break here, and probably in about an hour or so, I'm gonna stop and get some lunch, see the scenery. Might visit. I'm not gonna stop and visit. I got deadlines today. I want to try to make it to Akron, Ohio, here by 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm actually in Central time right now. I'll be going into Eastern time, so I actually gain an hour. Or lose, whatever you want, however you look at it. So the time right now is 9:51 a.m. It's actually 10:51 a.m. in Akron, Ohio. So by the time I get there, I'm gonna be traveling in time, traveling ahead an hour, which is actually funny, man. Ever. Like how the moon rotates around the Earth and is constantly in the same way, because they're identically the same. So we're always seeing one side of the moon. Put that in perspective. Traveling 1,000 miles an hour. You travel 1,000 miles. It's 3 o'clock. If you're going east, traveling east, you're actually going to be technically traveling through time. You leave at 3, and you go 1,000 miles in 1 hour, you'll be there at 3, same time. And if you go west, you're actually traveling back in time, right? What a mind blown. Yeah, hope you guys are mind blown there. Because I just thought, that just blows my mind. So that there, mathematically, statistically, theoretically, and theory of relativity from Albert Einstein, you can technically travel through time. I don't know if you can travel through the future. I think that's a whole nother ballgame. You'd have to travel much faster than 1,000 miles an hour. You'd have to be going, if you're traveling light year speed going east, yeah, you'd be you'll be going back into time then again. It almost feels weird that it's almost impossible to travel in the future, but you could technically travel back in time, right? Or am I overthinking it now? I might be overthinking it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think on that. If you guys think time travel is possible. I know it's not even talking about crypto, but let me share your thoughts. Hey, price update on Bitcoin. I know I'm having some connections issues. I am in the middle of nowhere, guys. I'm in the middle of Missouri, which, I mean, it's not like in the middle of a desert or anything, but as you can see, if you see behind me, I'm in a rural area, the boons, we'll call it, in Missouri. Most people in this area is very friendly. I like Missouri. Some people call it Missouri, but I think Missouri's all right. You know, moved here not too long ago, but probably gonna be moving again soon, guys. Not gonna lie, you know, I'm probably told some of you guys this, those who are close to me, but yeah, I'm gonna be moving. Plan on moving to North Carolina sometime this year. Really looking forward to that. Being closer to the beach. Also gonna be closer to more family and friends. I don't know as many friends, but family for sure. But being by the beach, being by the mountains, yeah. Living the dream. Gonna be doing more traveling too, guys. You're gonna definitely see more. Can't scratch. My connection is poor. Yeah, it looks like we're having some connection issues. Hey, we might be having a cyber attack, guys. We might be getting impacted. There might be a cyber warfare happening right now. They don't want us to be talking to each other. They're suppressing us. Our enemies, whoever the enemies are. No, guys, I'm not going to say, you know, we should be going to war or anything. You know, ultimately, that is not in the best interest of the world. I think all the leaders know that. I don't think anybody wants war, but we are still in a very competitive society. Things can get scarce. We are going through a pandemic right now, which, you know, we could go down that rabbit hole and explain how that all started, but I won't go there today. But there's high tensions right now. I haven't checked an update on the markets. I'm not able to. I'm driving right now. If you guys can give me any updates in the live chat, give me a price update on Bitcoin, any price updates on anything really. Need to look into ICB blockchain. Yeah, we actually did a little promotion with them not too long ago. Did a little Instagram promotion with them. ICB, I think they got a NFTs and DeFi. Maybe in a metaverse coming too. So that might be a project. They have a launch that's coming out here soon. I don't remember the exact date. Sorry, guys. But that might be a project you might possibly want to look into. I mean, things are bearish right now, though. I personally think that staying out of the shit coins might be a better idea, and maybe getting into something more, you know, that's what everybody else is doing, right? So it might actually be too late, technically, to get into other stuff. You know, some of the stuff you might start buying already. You know, some of the stuff's crashed really pretty low, but guys, crypto winter can get pretty ugly. You know, especially if U.S. government decides to put harsh regulations. They could do it like India did. India, 30% tax on crypto. So any money, any capital gains you make from your crypto investments, you're paying 30%, which I think in USA it's 20%. Might be lower, who knows? I'm not a CPA attorney, so don't know the exact numbers here, and I don't have a computer exactly in front of me to look for you guys, so I apologize for that. But feel free, if you guys do your research, feel free to update me while I'm chatting here. Man, shit, I forgot what I was going to talk about now. So I got distracted. I had a truck that had its hazard lights on, so I had to put safety first there. Now I totally forgot what I was talking about. So I had to gear all my attention to the road. I'm driving 75 miles an hour right now. You know, if I was able to share, like, I don't want to risk it. Maybe you guys, there we go. Look at that, guys. Ha! So are you guys able to hear me? Are you guys able to hear my music at all? Actually, I'm not going to do the music. Then YouTube might copyright me. So hopefully you guys can't hear my music, because then I'll get copyright. It's so sad how music is so copyright. I mean, I get it. Artists they do need royalties, and it would be great with blockchain if they could do. I know there's already projects out there, music industry projects out there for crypto, but they should actually make it to where all music files, like NFTs, are copyrighted on the blockchain. And in order for you to, you know, if you were to use somebody's file share, if you're to play somebody's music, let's say you're a fan of Drake, famous rapper. I don't know, there's tons of rappers, any musician, anyway, whatever. I like Drake. I grew up listening to Drake, so he's one of my favorite rappers. So if I were to download Drake with using blockchain technology and, you know, with being automated, Drake could charge royalties on that file share. So every time I play it, it could send a transaction to the blockchain, and Drake gets paid his royalties for me playing that song. I bet you musician artists would love that. Oh, that would be revolutionary. And then imagine a company. I know, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's already crypto projects out there that have similar models to this already. If not, I just came up with a really good project, a very useful project indeed. I think it would get a lot of support from the music industry. And just imagine how many. Here, let me flip the. Let me get back to myself here. Sorry. It'd be very interesting to see a crypto project that will really help the music industry. And if there's a project out there already, feel free to share it. I'll look into it. But imagine a project like NFTs, but with music files. You share a music file, you use the music file. Let's say you listen to the song, it sends a transaction to blockchain, and it pays that music artist royalties. Of course, you have to send the transaction to play that song, so you have to pay whatever that fee is, whatever the musicians want to charge. You know, songs go for like 99 cents, right? You download a song, it's usually $1. So you could do the transaction fee where they charge $1, and then you could also charge another. You know, of course, crypto you're gonna have that middleman, that DEX, or that, you know, probably centralized. But they could probably do it on a DEX because these are small transactions. And that, guys, that is the catalyst for Bitcoin. It is going to really determine the U.S. government and its regulations. You know, I think Russia's already put its foot down. China's definitely put its foot down. They're bullish on their own digital yuan. They don't care about crypto anymore. They want the world to adopt their cryptocurrency, which is the digital yuan. And I think what the USA is going to do is they're going to say, we're going to adopt cryptocurrency. We're going to create our own digital US dollar. We're going to we're going to stop buying the money currency. We're also going to buy Bitcoin, which that would be awesome. That's a catalyst for Bitcoin. The US government, top holder in Bitcoin. Grayscale's $25 billion. Michael Saylor and his company, MicroStrategies, owns $5 billion. And the U.S. government, third largest Bitcoin holder in the world, $3 billion. Makes me kind of bullish, right? Why is it? If the U.S. government is holding there's a reason why they're holding Bitcoin, guys. There's a reason. There's a future. And with the U.S. government having such an influence on the rest of the world, it might change things. It might change India's mind. Because right now in India, it's really sad to hear, India, 30% on capital gains. And, guys, this is even worse. no deductions with crypto. What does that mean? It means you cannot make transactions. You cannot make crypto transactions as a business. Like, so if you're a business and you want to pay for services and you want to pay them in crypto, you cannot claim that as a deduction on your taxes. You're still going to have to pay crypto on that taxes, even though you gave it away. So India pretty much banned crypto for business. It's for investment only. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know there's some of those folks here watching, some of you guys might be from India. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the news I've heard. That's what I read. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I'd love to be proven wrong. Proven wrong should be celebrated. So many people, our society tries to make proven wrong as being related to failure, where it actually should be the opposite. Being proven wrong means you are one step closer to being right. It's kind of like the saying with Thomas Edison when he was inventing the light bulb, which, believe it or not, he never invented the light bulb. Nikola Tesla invented the light bulb. Nikola Tesla invented everything, literally invented the whole power grid, everything. That's a whole nother topic of discussion. But Thomas Edison was a businessman. He wasn't the inventor. Nikola Tesla because Nikola Tesla wasn't in for the money. He was in for the science. He was in to make the world a better place. So he made these inventions, and Thomas Edison copyrighted his invention of the light bulb and took credit for it. So in history, guys, look that up. Thomas Edison did not actually invent the light bulb. Nikola Tesla did. And Thomas Edison just turned it into business. He knew selling light bulbs was going to be very, very profitable, and he patented the light bulb. So, yeah, he did it for the money. Nikola Tesla did it to better our lives. And now one of the richest companies in the world is now named after Tesla. Guys, do your research on Nikola Tesla, man. To me, he's a god. He is the god to earth. He should be top 10 probably most important people in history, to be honest, because his inventions has done so much for the world, and he got hardly any credit for it, no money at all. A lot of companies used them. They used his inventions, profited off of him. Dude slept 3 hours a day, worked 21 hours a day. He did take a break. Guys, this is creepy. I've done a lot of research and reading on Tesla, Nikola Tesla, the actual person. He would take one break. He would go out and have dinner with his girlfriend or whatever, and he'd order the same thing every day. He had the same routine every day, but he was creating all kinds of brilliant stuff. In fact, Tesla, Tesla, the company, Elon Musk, named Tesla after Nikola Tesla because they are using the engine that they use in the Tesla cars where it was invented by Nikola Tesla. So, off topic there. I know, I got way off topic there. Uh-oh. Holy smokes here. Look at this, guys. Got an oversized load. What are they moving here? What is that? You guys probably can't see it yet. I had to slam on our brakes, so they're for some reason slowing down. Whoa! Driving in Missouri. Harassed at work. Me too. Jungle law. Ugh, what the hell? These billboard signs out here, guys, some of them are pretty wild. No balloon. Kickasstrucks.com. Reading all these billboards. Come on, guys. We're trying to promote safety here. Going back to Tesla, this is why we need automated driving, because it's statistically proven that people can drive safer because they get so distracted by their phones. Me being the example of that. I've increased my chance of getting in an accident by 100% by doing this. Knock on wood. But if we had assistant driving, we had automated driving that's provenly statistically safe, where I could do this and have automation drive the car safely. And of course, I still need to pay attention a little bit, but it's having automation will make me doing this right now much safer. And if you're not invested in Tesla, you might want to consider that, because I'm not personally invested. I think it's the stock's price too. I missed it. It's still going to go higher eventually, but I feel like I missed that one, unfortunately. There's other opportunities in that space. So if you miss Tesla, there is a ton of other businesses, companies that you could still make money off of, that have lower market caps, that have tons of potential to grow, like the batteries. Plug Power is one I'm invested in, so I might have some bias on this one, but Plug Power is a company that specializes in battery charges for electrical cars. You know, that's gonna definitely be more adopted. That's definitely a good long-term hold. Any companies like those, anything that's involved in automation, I think is the future. Metaverse, that's gonna be coming. I know there's been a lot of FUD in Facebook right now. Me being a holder of the Meta stock, Facebook stock. Yeah, I lost some. It was a falling night. I bought the dip and it dipped more, but I'm not scared. I think Mark Zuckerberg's gonna be sailing into the sunset here in a few years. He's playing the Steve Jobs now. When he made that announcement about Metaverse, he rebranded the Metaverse. His moment, that was his Steve Jobs moment, of when Steve Jobs made his announcement about the iPhone, about the smartphone, and how it was going to revolutionize the world. And it did. It did. And guess what? There was a lot of FUD then too. People were like, touchscreen mobile phones, terrible idea. Nobody's going to use that. Everybody's going to hate it. Yeah, those bears lost out on tons of profit. Didn't invest in Apple when you should have. I was still too young at that time. I think I was like 18 or 19 when... No, actually, no, I might have been a little younger. I might have been 16 or 17 when the smartphone came out. No, I was 18. Yeah, I was 18. I don't know. You guys can probably tell what my birthday is now, just by giving that for it. But I was born in December, by the way. Born in December, Akron, Ohio, where I'm heading. I got... Are you guys able to hear me? Are you guys able to hear me now? Oh, I got a notification on my phone. I was getting a phone call, so that's probably why the mute happened. Sorry about that. Yeah, somebody was... I'm streaming from my mobile phone, so... we're up to 30 likes now. That's good. Keep it up. So what cryptos, what NFTs looking into? What is Bitcoin price at now? Let's get an update. I want an update on Bitcoin price, and then if anybody can update me on the Russia-Ukraine situation, please let me know in the live chat. I have not been able to check for a few hours. Last time I checked, Bitcoin was at $39,888. It's probably, especially at the weekend, it's probably gonna trade sideways a little bit. Might dip a little bit. I don't see a huge dip. It could be dipping right now. Who knows? That's why I want to see if we can get an update. So if anybody can provide me a Bitcoin price update, where are we at? What's it at now? Let me know in the live chat. Shit. Maybe, are you guys able to hear me? Is my audio off? Let me check. Hear me okay? Okay, you guys can hear me okay, okay. Alright, hold on. Drive safely. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the love, support. Please share this with your friends. Get them to join. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hey, Bitcoin price, guys. Update me. I can't see. I don't have a chart in front of me. You guys could tell me in USD, what is the price of Bitcoin right now, currently? I would really appreciate it. And if anybody can give me a little update, if Ukraine and Russia are at war yet. But actually, they actually kind of are. I saw a video, you know, Biden said that if Russia invades Ukraine, that they're going to put harsh sanctions on Russia. $40? Bitcoin's at $40. I'm about to wreck the car. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin right now. Shit. I'm almost choked. $40. Bitcoin, are you sure? Oh, okay, 40,000. 40,000. There we go. I was about to say, if it was $40, shit. I was going to stop this stream right now and buy Bitcoin. 40,000. Yeah, I think we're gonna see sideways, guys, on Bitcoin. We're gonna see sideways until the U.S. government makes their executive orders or announcements on what they're gonna do with crypto. Which, like I said, there's this chance that could play a bullish situation. And I think Bitcoin's okay, Ethereum's okay, because the SEC's already declared they're not securities. XRP's already getting sued by the SEC unfairly, we could say that. There's another bullish play, even though it's bearish right now for XRP, but that's a bullish scenario for XRP. Is if XRP beats the SEC in this lawsuit, which they have a chance now. They do have an edge because the Supreme Court, if I'm not mistaken, subpoenaed the SEC to give over their emails, to share their emails and information on their interactions with Ethereum, because they declared Ethereum not a security, even though Ethereum and XRP are pretty much, they've done the exact same thing. But the SEC are picking winners because Ethereum paid somebody, I don't know, maybe Vitalik did it himself, who knows? Nobody knows for sure, but somebody from Ethereum, somebody who wanted, somebody had very invested interest in Ethereum, gave the SEC $3 million. Transactions, over $3 million to declare Ethereum not a security. So they bribed, they paid off the SEC, and now the Supreme Court, XRP lawyers are really good. They found this dirt, and apparently the Supreme Court judge is now asking the SEC to, hey, we need to see this information. We want to see what the XRP's gotten to talk about, because that there could change the whole outcome of this case. And if XRP beats the SEC, crypto will moon, because that there, in a nutshell, the SEC will not pick another fight. They already lost against XRP. Yeah, they still need to regulate. They will still shut down scams. But a lot of these other cryptos like Solana, Cardano, if the XRP gets sued, guess who's next, guys? Solana, Cardano, they're going to go down the list. They're all going to be taken out. All taken out. And that's why Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum, because Ethereum, there's a small chance that Ethereum could then eventually become declared as a security, because if the XRP, or if, you know, the people are going to be upset if the XRP loses this SEC case. Well, XRP army will be very upset. And they will be, I'm telling you, they've already been knocking down the SEC's door, demanding the SEC to turn over this information to, and because the SEC is in the best interest of protecting the people, at least that's the purpose of it. So they're telling the SEC, the XRP army is emailing, they're spamming SEC, demanding this information on Ethereum. Show us those emails. Why did Ethereum Foundation pay you guys $3 million? And why are you guys suing XRP when XRP and Ethereum have done exactly the same thing? They both had ICOs, initial coin offerings, basically an IPO, which if you have an ICO, the SEC, if they say if you have an ICO, is automatically falls in under pretty much as a security. Bitcoin and believe it or not, Doge, the meme coins, might actually be safe from the SEC because, well, not all of them. Don't get me wrong. I think Doge is decentralized, but like I said, I don't think they had an ICO. I could be wrong though. Correct me if I'm wrong if Doge had an ICO or not. But a lot of these projects, I'm telling you, if XRP wins this case, man, it is going to be a safe haven for a lot of crypto projects. But they're going to still regulate. For sure they will regulate. They will tax it. Definitely going to be taxing it. It's just a matter of how much. They're definitely going to be doing KYCs from exchanges. They're going to be putting a lot of pressure on centralized exchanges to KYCs. And they're going to put a lot of pressure on decentralized exchanges to either shut down or become centralized, or go to jail, or pay a ton of fines, because you're gonna have to report all of those transactions. You're gonna have to collect W-9s and 1099, or you have to issue out 1099s, just like Robinhood issues 1099s for your capital gains. These decentralized exchanges are gonna have to issue 1099s. How are they gonna do that if it's a DEX? If they aren't doing KYCs, how are they going to issue you a 1099? They need your information. The laws, tax laws, are going to ban decentralized applications. No, not decentralized applications, but decentralized exchanges. DAPPS, there's a small play here where metaverse and DAPPS and small transactions could be safe because there is a bill put into place, or a proposal in a bill. I don't know all the info. Like I said, I don't have a laptop computer in front of me, so guys, do your research. Take this with a grain of salt, because I might just be talking out of my ass right now. Because not that I'm talking out of my ass, like I've read this information, but because I don't have the information in front of me, I don't have a photographic memory, so the numbers may not be exactly right. So don't quote me on it, okay? But getting back to what I was saying, shoot, I don't even remember. I got distracted because this guy's driving like an idiot. It'd be crazy if you guys experience me I never have road rage, by the way, guys. Hardly ever have a road rage. There's, you know, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. There's no point to risk your life and somebody else's life and a bunch of other people's lives because you're pissed off because somebody cut you off, you know, like, come on. Grow up. Get over yourself. So, I'm not seeing it. I don't know if you guys are still able to hear me. I've been live here for over an hour now. I'm probably going to be taking a break here soon. So we've got 27 watchers now. Thank you guys, those who are still watching. Shoot. Man, I forget what I was saying now. Oh yeah, metaverse. I know what I'm talking about now. So the small exchanges, or the small transaction, there is a bill proposal that that is put into place where people, any crypto transactions less than $200 don't have to be reported. Small transaction fees will not have to be reported. So that way, you know, your Bitcoin miners, your DAPPS, you can still operate and not be heavily taxed, or just you know, having to report a bunch of stupid. I mean, just imagine all these small transactions that these DeFi projects do and these DApps do. They're making millions. You know, there's some, you know, EOS or TRON blockchains. They're doing millions of transactions a day. Those are technically, right now, the U.S. are saying those all have to be reported to the IRS. It's a lot of, that's going to take, it'll probably take a year before you can even collect all that data and get it turned in by the time the year's over. So it's almost like the governments, regulators kind of like, yeah, we need to tax crypto. We're going to tax everything. All the IRS, all the transactions need to be reported to us, even the small ones. And the crypto communities, and we saw a dump in price. This was after Russia started just, you know, talking about banning it. The USA was talking about getting harsher regulations, and so regulations did scare some people off. Maybe, who knows? Well, I wouldn't say regulations. It was the ETF. ETF keeps getting shut off. They keep shutting down ETF. But guys, a spot ETF is imminent. Once regulations get put in place, and they're aiming for 2024, I think most of the crypto regulations that they're drawing up. Set report from Spammer. Thank you, Tom Key. Appreciate you being here. I know. I hope you could hear my caption. If you could read my captions, I don't know. I want to make sure everybody is able to enjoy these streams. Let me know if the captions are turned on. If you have able to captions, I know some of you guys might not be able to hear me or understand me if it's in a different language. So let me know. Give me a heads up if you guys are able to read and hear and understand everything I'm saying. So with there being that put in play, you know, I think if the Biden administration, if the U.S. government decides, okay, we're going to tax crypto, we're going to tax it normal amounts, just any capital gains, 20%, whatever it is, fair, awesome, whatever, cool. Report all your transactions, KYCs. We want to eliminate the bad characters. Great. Because guess what? Your criminals, they ain't going to be using Bitcoin anymore when they got KYC, their wallets. They're not anonymous anymore. They're going to go back to cash. Well, guess what? U.S. government's going to get digital currency. So you're going to try to transact those dollars, this cash. You're going to be, if you're a drug dealer, and somebody, you can't get transactions on a digital. I mean, the government's going to see it. It's on a digital ledger. They're going to use blockchain technology. It's going to be open source. Just like China. China won. Everything's digital. All their currency's digital. In fact, China's goal, their intentions not literally to take over the world, but their intentions are to take over the world. And they're doing a very good job. Ever since COVID-19 happened, China has now become the world's richest country, most powerful economic country. Not the most, I wouldn't say the most powerful military. USA will still wipe them off the map. Nobody can tell. U.S. government, the United States military, their budget is $700 billion a year. That's all the other countries combined, and then some. I think China spends $100 billion or $200 billion on defense, and Russia spends $100 billion. I think China's the second largest spender on military, which is worrisome. I mean, if China's investing a lot of money in their military, that means they plan to use it, right? We already know United States have no issues using their military. They believe United States, big brother government, which is why Russia, I know Russia and Marxism, communist regime, that's a whole nother political spectrum, which, guys, we could sit here all day and debate politics and sociology. And I actually studied sociology in college, and I was like, I don't know, 9 credits away from having a degree, so I can almost say this with authority. But in a sociological perspective, balance is the key. If you have too much capitalism and no regulation, people are going to get too greedy. The powerful will become too powerful. You're going to have even if it's a capitalist society, you could still have a dictatorship. Russia is still a capitalist society. I don't care. They could say they're communists all they want. There is no true communism in this world, guys. No true communism. Do your research. Read Communist Manifesto. Karl Marx. If you read what real communism is, means no government and no cash. There's no currencies and no government. It's elimination of fiat currencies, not exactly currency in general. Karl Marx, when he wrote the Communist Manifesto back in the 1800s, there was no Bitcoin, there was no internet, so he couldn't even imagine how